I swear I'm not going to talk about UFO. Okay, maybe a little. MetaZoo dropped a few more spoilers about UFO yesterday, but I don't want to get into these too much because every other channel is currently talking about these. At a high level, we got a look at the UFO booster box, which features the Flatwood Monster, and it's a beautiful silver box. It's really nice. It hints, I'm assuming, at a tinfoil design, tinfoil hats and whatnot go along with the alien conspiracy. And in the bottom corner above the first edition symbol, you can see the UFO symbol, the pixelated UFO, that I showed in my previous video where I talked about the other spoilers that we've been seeing for UFO. If you haven't seen that video yet, please check it out, and I'll put a link at the end of the video for that. Shortly after they showed us the booster box, we got confirmation that UFO is going to the printers on May 1st, so we're starting to get to the finalization of those cards and to the initial print run of those cards. Finally, the other preview for UFO that we got yesterday was the art packs, and these, again, are beautiful. They're my favorite packs that I've seen so far for MetaZoo. And there's just something about this art that really drags me in, and I think it has a lot to do with the beastie that's locked behind the door in the back there and how it's different on every pack, which I find very interesting. So each pack actually has two cryptids on it, whichever one is front and center and on the pack, and then the one that's actually in the background there as well. But like I said, I don't want to get into UFO spoilers. You can go to any other channel for that right now. It's all over the place. What I'm here to talk about today is the Kickstarter. And there was a major announcement yesterday that has a huge impact on the overall Kickstarter campaign. MetaZoo has announced that they're switching printers from USPCC to Faded Spade. Now this is interesting because the entire Kickstarter was built around using USPCC as the playing card printer. Now, most people do seem to be happy or at least okay with this change, but there are some who are unhappy because the USPCC partnership is part of the decision on why they decided to back the project. So how do you feel about this change? Was the USPCC partnership part of the reason that you backed the Kickstarter if you backed it? Leave a comment below to let me know. So the question here is why? Why did they switch from USPCC to Faded Spade? And they've given answers to that in a couple different places. First of all, in the Kickstarter update, they said, Faded Spade is a high pedigree printer in the poker card world, and they are a partner of the World Poker Tour, who, if you recall, are partnering with MetaZoo on this release and will have their logo stamped on every card in the set. But as we dug into Discord a little more, we got a wider view on why this happened, and we have messaging from Mike saying that they backed out of doing the Hollows, the Kickstarter K logo, the Metalux, and they wouldn't commit to randomly seeding the Hollows. So essentially everything that was kind of promised with the Kickstarter, USPCC said they couldn't do. Why did it take 2 months to figure this out? Well, we don't really know, but hopefully we find out. Now there was some other interesting messaging in the chat here to try to explain what had happened, and we have Andy saying, "We were and remain dedicated to making sure our promises were kept. That was the #1 priority. When they couldn't be kept anymore, we pivoted." Not long later, Mike says, "If we stayed with USPCC, we wouldn't be able to deliver on the product, and you would be asking for compensation. See the dilemma?" And then a little bit later than that, Andy had another message in the chat saying, USPCC is a great company, but we can't sing the praises of Faded Spade enough for not only partnering with us on this, but making all of our complex dreams come true. As far as I'm concerned, this just enhances our vision and guarantees that the decks will be more MetaZoo than they ever could have been before. So we have a lot of interesting messaging there saying, basically, USPCC couldn't deliver on what we wanted to deliver on the Kickstarter, so we had to go a different route. We found another company that could deliver the Hollows, that could randomly seed those Hollows into the deck, that could provide the Metalux. And another thing that was noted from the Kickstarter update is that Faded Spade can hit the target of June when USPCC was pushing out to August or September. Now basically everything else should remain the same. We still have the gilding options, we still have the ability to have the cards graded via PSA, and another confirmation from the chat that I didn't know about is that the chips will be graded for PSA as well. And ultimately, This benefits all of us. From my understanding, we're actually going to get better quality cards, that we're going to get the holos that we were promised, and that we're going to get a faster release schedule for this. And for those of you who have been asking when promo sheets, I think we now know why we haven't seen the previews for those yet. They had said that it's taken months to get to this conclusion, and if it's taken months, that's probably why the promo sheets have been delayed. Now, I do want to remind everybody that I am doing a giveaway currently of a CN2 spellbook and a Magicast box. To enter that giveaway, all you need to do is be subscribed to this channel. You need to go to the Caster's Corner Discord. The link for that is in the description below. And in the giveaways channel, there is a giveaway that you need to add a celebration emote to, and all the details for the giveaway are there. There will be 2 winners, one for a CN2 spellbook and one for a Magicast box. That giveaway runs for another few days until May 1st, so you have some time to get in on that. And while you're in the giveaway channel, scroll up a little bit and check out the Dr. Frost giveaway for 2 theme decks for Wilderness. If you'd like to support this channel further, please do what you can to share this video or the channel to your friends or social media feeds to get more exposure. Well, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video, and the Kickstarter change seems a bit abrupt, but at the end of the day, I think they're making the right choice here by trying to keep to their promise of doing the holos, the random seeding, and everything else that USPCC said they couldn't do. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.